What's up, guys, and welcome back to Junkyard Truck. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video. It would be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we were able to get our 2 motocross trophies. We took the dirt bike over to the track by Johnny's place, and we tried to do some hill climbs, but we're having some issues. So today, our goal is to accumulate $20,000 so that we can go buy the second house over in the neighborhood. And I think I've got a pretty good plan to help us do that. So what we're gonna do is take all 3 of our buckets here, since they're ready to rip tater chip, over to the still site, but we're not gonna run them just yet. We're gonna bring the empty buckets back here to Shirley's place, and I guess I'll just show you what we're gonna do at that point. I figured I'd better bring out some additional supplies since we're already making the trek out here. And something else that happened in the previous episode is Jigs finally gave us access to use his contraption right here. So I'm guessing it's gotta go somewhere around here. It's not gonna replace the battery, but it's gonna allow us to charge the battery. Maybe in the water somewhere, no? I mean, I think it's supposed to be a water wheel of sorts, but I don't know where it's meant to go. There it is. All right, so the current of the water passing underneath of it is obviously going to make it act like a water wheel. It's got an alternator on there, so that's going to keep our battery nice and charged. Now we don't have to swap our truck battery with the battery that's up here every single time we want to run some shine. And you know what, since we're here, I think I'm gonna load up a little bit of this scrap. That way we can take it down to Johnny's place and get a little bit of scrap money for it. We are supposed to be just focused on making money today. Now that's 5, count them, 5 empty propane tanks plus I think a washing machine. So
there you go.
We'll see how much we're gonna get for that. Little over $100. I was hoping for more, but that's okay. Let's go pay Shirley a visit. So here's my bright idea, my master plan for today. Now that we have a full keg up at the moonshine still site and 3 now empty buckets, I'm thinking, what if, right? What if, just hear me out, we go into Shirley's, purchase all of the supplies that we're gonna need for 1 bucket. Thank you so much, Shirley. Hey, you look great today, by the way. Just thought you should know that. Now that we have that done, we're gonna head over here to the payphone, save, quit, come back, and that should sort of trick the game or trick Shirley into restocking without an actual in-game day needing to pass. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. But does it really work that way? It does. Let's go. Okay, I like this. I like this idea. So this is gonna be our 2nd bucket then. We'll just leave that on the ground just like the last one. Save, quit, come back, and do it 1 more time. Also, if you guys know the reason why our hill climbs were unsuccessful during the last episode, let me know down in the comments, because I still haven't the slightest clue. I'm guessing it's just a bug.
You buy so much cornmeal. I don't understand.
Me neither, Shirley. It'll all make sense later when I buy a $20,000 house. God, wouldn't it be great to be able to do that IRL? That'd be insane. All right, now that our mash buckets are all set, what we need to do is head home and head to bed because we are very, very tired, and then we'll come back and check on those buckets in the morning. I don't actually know how long it takes for these buckets to finish fermenting. I'm sure it hasn't been long enough. Yeah, they're still gurgling away. So we've got to figure out something to do to kill some time. And you know what? I think I've got just the thing. We've still got to get the airtime trophy for the dent side specifically. We've done it in the Diamondback somehow. I don't even remember how or where we accomplished that at, but it's already done and taken care of. And it's taken me a really long time to find a good spot for the dent side to be able to get that trophy. I think this is gonna be it, hopefully. And if this goes well first try, we're gonna have to find something else for us to do in order to kill some more time. That's gotta be 4 seconds. We'll head on over to the tent over there. We'll see if we got it. It's funny because you guys will already know if it happened or not. I probably put a timer on the screen. Turns out it didn't happen. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. You know what? We'll try another spot. There's a jump that we have yet to do from the mainland here to the island in the middle of the lake. So we're gonna head down there next. Maybe that'll give us the airtime that we need. And even if it doesn't, at least we can say that we've completed this stunt jump. So here we go. Gonna try to hit it as smooth as possible. Does that count though? I didn't, just like the hill climbs that we were trying to do last time, I didn't get a completed notification, which leads me to believe we're gonna have to try that again. This poor truck, man. This poor truck. It doesn't deserve all this abuse. Come on, baby. Nope. Oh, right into a tree, too. That did some serious damage. Waypoint's still there. Again, no notification saying you done did it. Maybe third tries the charm? I can't really start any higher than this. Oh, we are very low on fuel. But I can try 4-wheel drive this time. See if that makes any difference at all? No, it doesn't. Okay, well, we tried. An effort, an attempt was made. And it doesn't look like we were able to get the 4 seconds of airtime or hang time. So I'm gonna fill up with fuel and we'll try some other spots. I should probably check our buckets as well. See if those suckers are still gurgling away. Sure are, okay. I think I want to try this one again. If I remember right, last time we tried it, I didn't have it marked on our mission board here, so maybe that's the reason it didn't get counted, or because I didn't land on the opposite embankment, but I'm gonna put her in reverse Terry a little bit, try to build up as much speed as possible, and we're gonna hit it, and just cross our fingers, hope for the best. Here goes nothing. Is that actually our top speed? This seems really slow. That was horrible. Dude, that was so bad. I hope our engine isn't hurt after all of this abuse. That's nice. Let's see if we can get a good look at our pistons, maybe. I do see them. They don't appear to be moving, which is mildly concerning, but they're in relatively good shape still. Everything else seems to be in order as well. All right, cool. Let's keep sending it. We're gonna need a tow after that one. At least we're pretty close to our house. So we'll just do that, and then I'll hoof it back down the mountain. That way I can retrieve our primo 12-pack that we had in the passenger side. You know, maybe stunting just isn't my thing, and that's okay. I'm honestly fine with that. So what I'm gonna do instead is back on up to Big Red over here, if we can get it hitched up at least. There it is. And I'm gonna run this over to the Moonshine still site, since we have a lot of scrap left over there, and I don't think all of it's gonna fit in the bed of our truck. So I'm gonna use the Big Red trailer here instead, and I think I'm also gonna bring some jars up there too, since we're making the trek.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
We might even end up having to use Big Red again once we get ready to head back up there and run our moonshine, because I'm not expecting all of those jars or crates of jars to fit in the bed of the truck either. Wait a minute. Dent side hang time trophy. We've done it, ladies and
Same
gents.
the farm if you want to race.
Oh.
Entry is $50.
Yeah, I'm good on the racing. I can pick this one up though. Nice, 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 nice. There's like a golf ball or maybe a disco ball in the center of it too. Really cool. I wish I knew for sure like where it happened at, you know what I mean? But it was one of the many jumps that we took this sucker off of. Also, I did save and quit and come back, so all the body damage has been fixed up. I should probably kill it too. This thing kind of rolls if you leave it on for some reason. And I made a pit stop over here after loading up at the still site because there's even more junk around this area. I think the way that the junk accumulates is based off of where you're spending the most amount of time, right? In the previous few episodes, we were doing a lot of racing, so there was a lot of junk spread out over here. Oh no. Please. Thank you. Holy cow, that was close. This is definitely gonna be the biggest payday that we've ever received from scrap metal or junk.
There you go.
We've got $5,600 at the moment. Now $6,500, ladies and gents. I'm honestly mad at myself that I didn't think to use the big red trailer for that sooner. And like I said before, I think it's really gonna come in handy when we're ready to get our shine on. So let's head back to Shirley's. I do have to fill this gas guzzler up with fuel again, and we'll check on our mash barrels, see how they're doing. Hey Shirley, I've got gas on pump pump 1. I guess you only have one pump, huh? There we go. While we're here, we'll get a beefarino for the road as well. Long Johnson. Afternoon, Ossifer. Good to see you. Are we still gurgling? We're not. Ladies and gents. Oh. We're golden, but yeah. Long Johnson is here, so I'm gonna wait for him to leave. We'll load our barrels up, and we'll head up to the Moonshine still site to cook up. I don't even know how many crates we're gonna get out of this. It's gonna be a little insane though. Okay, he's dipping out. You know what? We might actually have just enough crates for us to be able to get this done. Or is that right? Yeah, because one bucket fills about 4 crates. And we have 6 total buckets, right? Because we put 3 in here already. Are they still in there? They are, and we have 3 brand spanking new ones. Ladies and gents, it's time to get our shine on again. All right, boys. Now, I know you've got some deep pockets over here, right? We've been doing business together for a while now, but I don't know if you've got 24 premium cases of Ambrosia liquor I hardly know her kind of pockets.
Woo, that's strong.
Turns out they do, dude. That is nice. Honestly, couldn't have worked out any better. $20,959.67. Plus, we still have, I think, $2,500 chilling in our bank account in the ATM. So I'm gonna go ahead and park up Big Red here, and we'll head on over to that house location and buy ourselves a vacation home. There she is, ladies and gents. There she is. This is a big moment. I mean, we're about to spend our life savings on this property. $20,000? Hello? So it doesn't appear to be working. Maybe there's some taxes involved. Maybe we don't quite have enough money on us. So I'm gonna go back to Shirley's, we'll withdraw all of our money from the ATM and we'll try it again. I might save, quit, and come back too. You know, sometimes that can fix things. All right, this time for sure. This time for sure. Really? I've got $3,400 more than the purchase price of the property, and it still won't let me buy it. Awesome. And on that complete and total disappointment, that is unfortunately where we're going to have to wind things down at for today. Once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.